057 777 1073 057 777 1073 WhatsApp number. And across your text message. Yeah, the first one. And as major penny I can come up at the Massan so pet. Bonnie in about for what the bonus over Tranquim with the Tumpan dear and a toss of Frisabria. And copies and uncle bonity a gun and common. And some of the quote you copy, my dear Antiman can we. The Omaka Catchy and in another bonnet about for basis in Cunya. Now one in a Tranquim, I bet 24. No more to make the moon and our way. Cause some more feeding in us as for honest what you for me and some of opening. The end of your uncle Saka say, Mammy. Now the original Chip Brand say producer, Boba and Aquasip watching. One in Shirakwabi, one bomber Chidrum say producer. Afe Sarah Ekuya Jenny, one also idea called Facebook. And a phone now so come Emmanuel Jaco. And a domino, a Jonathan, Jonah, one also come beer. I was young when you be share Facebook. Can't come for you, Mary, I am me. Ako crapper, Nyako, our Bronma. Menamika Siemu Namahoi. Messara Sodia, not born here about for what. What a tumpan you dear and a trosso. Mima monitia. Yajemesu couldn't talk, Macrow.
Asaasepa no.
I say, April you Easter you Asaasepa 2025 Easter Idi. Ye ko bolia Appiah chile. Ye na ye wo krom nim krom. Asaasepa 107.3 say, follow who no road to Co Easter 2025. Every Bunada, April 15th, Kosi Sunday, April 20th, Asaasepa say, foul wig, bag, shoe, little black dress, no fresh zaddy. From now for phone, if you say, you go shay stanimua, you be no na pity. Every Bunada, see ya water, a Atumpan live, every quo, Fiada, Aquaba night, ye Jinemu Kuba, ye go shija mediasa. Saturday, ye all ladies party, hosted by me, Obomini Bananekia, Emma DJs, Emma bouncers, Emma MCs, Emma Bibia. Sunday, ye live band, Eve ye soko. Mawafidi Ninaya, Asaasepa 107.3. Na ye Nico Easter Hong for sponsorship, Freyen 020-000-9954. Na ye Nico Easter business. BBC Kunkaku.
Abo, my this year, Asafuni Busia, your friend or Sumafuku Queasy, Shamia, what that quite so high Juliano, friend of pedestrian or nine cousin on Kuanopa, or Brema what you send and crying share, and it so conquer ye, telling you quine and you Yamiase. Quite so high, it was Asaasepa 107.3 so, quite so high Jumidi, Sawa Soriana Pa. Na woko kwan so anase woko adwuma wo pese wadwuma di ase beka ye ho na ye nwura nyame mu ye nkwaje ngosra nhira ne banbo bra ma ye mompaye bra me nhia nyame ase bra ma ye mbo nyame ho komode na esi enyi anopa bia adehitiefuo musumufo somafo kwekwe yisi egbo mo nkaye wo tonsa wo frɛ ye nyina se free juada kosi fiada and upon on 9
Sika kesie. Money. Asaasepa sika kesie akradie. With the 5 CDs, eshemwa, you bet me 30,000 Ghana CDs and over. Asaasepa sika kesie. Fawu phone number star 426*13#. Select your lucky box. Na select sika wope. A free 5 CDs echo. Na bo pin fashion. Enwa no. Who bedi sika pudu. Ye be bo sika tu. Who di edi sika bubro. Who beti mi abon abribia. Empembia. If
Efria nopa ekosi enyumre. Asaasepa sika kese NLA agiatum ewo Caritas lottery platform neso. Enhihye kakra bi ewo ho. Enkratuo yi every mega cash lucky box promotion ho. Asaasepa 107.3. Follow who no rule. Money, 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 money. Hey, money.
Mofia Okyere Radio 107.3.
Asaasepa.
Okay, Jemmy, Obajo twin.
Follow who no rule.
Onye Igbeson 247. Onye
Asaasepa.
Minyamumpo.
107.3.
Asaasepa no.
Atumpan. Chenia kasa. Atumpan. Chenia kasa. Atumpan. Chenia kasa. Atumpan. Chenia kasa.
Nyabu treasure no ma pa. And so would the Barbara bomb ni pay yet is our Kodia. Sambia bet me a drew baby up so cocoa drew. Because I wore your focus pa eagle. 5 kilometers. Bet me a hadia 5 kilometers. Or remaining focus. I was dear na war head so. Sabuan or person chinwa. Or anything from long distance. Or maybe be a sin who quine. Abrabon metiasia to the be obstacles beba, tribulations beba, temptations beba, challenges beba, constraints beba. And no maba yemre ewa abrabom. Abambu beba. And guasia beba, osun beba. Areho beba. Bejre pinti remain focused. Yet is up what kodie. Na what you say adie we na me padie we na me hia. And found one this is your coin be a beba manim. No matter the opaque object. Remain focused. Ejumano probably ukwa sabe utoma yento. Remain focused. Our reno kwa na good remain focused. But what na pebia unya remain focused. And blow hot and cold. Ajumen come on bedi. Sabron sam na abo mu pawo. Say ye baye na yo mo. Say den yo wo bi ntimi kire. Bade bia me kasa say Nyankopon nsi hene na osu ho hena. No me bakronum. And ye nipa no so ye nhua bibi mfiri mu kakra. Ye Nyankopon pese wo ye de ma wo no so wante ase na wa wo do pa. Wo ja wo pema wo. Enti ba bia adum se Nyankopon wa ye pa ma ye no. Ye pa hwi no de ama ye no. Ye pa ne nsa aka no. Ye bedi nkomo. Mutala Muhammad. Ye bedi no ho nkomo na nwumre yi. Ya mi am nyon kono no but ye bedi no ho nkomo. Fugu am nya ne nkran first on the tomami. And no me respect this idea no. Me fugu. Oba show so chia me. No se moni adwuma. O ko se bra me ka mu no ma me fugu. By that
I ask you to be
Ye bomwa no krene dikai.
Asaasepa.
Ye bomwa no krene dikai.
Right, mami mo ajona memo akwa bamra Asaasepa 107.3. Emra so say ye de campaign jumadi bro, but na ye be expose you NDC fo binom. Entro ne nada no adoso. And I am ya sa Ghana for a disantro ne nada fo yechi. Misrim for faro ma we mochi.
Atumpan
Na yato aba e de wo mamu ni nyina hya NDC nsa.
Shenia kasa.
It is sad. Minim sa sepre na Ghana for antiase a sepre no ebi antiase ne yentro nada sepre no ebi ayamra ne mesai Ghana na ye kodi endok no fan ye bebu man moma yanto aso ye betimi aya makwa akoso nyansa joma ma se mo kan no Wasi ya to abeti ano no watena fie wasua nyansa na ada no wajai tigana fon san to abama no na kienim se obi a waya bi pan na wakotena fie na wasua nyansa na no ma utwa no turuka wo Ghana bese Ghana en confirm tutu ye masro sika ye di ye oba na dwane a ye hu no Kokei ebi dane konkonte ewo kroma
Atumpan
enka wasia bai de clean sheet ta ba ya no mapa ma Ghana fo aka so se de nokra sandisi fo ko fie no o ma kohua bibi
ne ka na da ho do
bar kakra ma hu yitra se o munsua hwe
Shenia kasa.
san krofo no a hwe nsesa wo mo ho ya bo mo pada ne ade omo ba abontinti Ghana fo hu omo na Ghana fo to aba mo omo we yachi sepre se gengrin Ghana yem paja ya twene ne kakra
Atumpan
adwene no yem maso kakra ye left bar ne kakra
say anya hote ban e bi ni mpansa
ankrofo bi wo mo a na omo nim de omo pe wo NDC abamwo mu enti sankrofo ne from antrefo
Atumpan
because NDC aban promise omo say ye ba ye de mo be hye baabi enti omo de ntron kontompo dada Ghana fo ma Ghana fo so ye ntie na de bia me se so ntie ene owam na ti kopo
Atumpan
enye de ne Nyankopon pe no ebi si Bible mu appointing time Nyankopon no ano person lead Israel tie komana me no wudi no Israel for say yampa Nyankopon untimi lead ye nipa ama nipa de enso no se da bi masisi hen awa amaman so but Israel de ye me ame man Ghana na ye MPP man
Shenia kasa.
Israel for say da bi ye be petition Nyankopon no mo de fa Samuel so no de petition man Nyankopon say the Israel for can no say okay
and papa dia no kan ko say
Samuel mo mpa mi Nyankopon say me lead mu a mo nkwai mesi hina mamo
and papa dia no kan ko say
ewi akire e de ahokere wo sun yade wo wuo animguase bre Israel for Ghana nya sun ne namu
Shenia kasa.
enya reho ne namu
Shenia kasa.
enya koken ne na montin so yi
Shenia kasa.
na sabwa hwa NDC for year tambi o be wiawo enya so mu wia so mbokro no o mu de o madwen be bitu
I ask you to be citizens, not spectators.
ya na eya areho say omo opposition no mu hu no kra o mu ntimi nka no kre because omo akọ campaign ka say who se dwan ko aka se nantwie kire Ghana for ade ne tuntum aka se efita aka tuntum MPP NDC for omo kasa no
Atumpan
ye wo kroma na global crisis e bai COVID-19 bai Ukraine Russia war e bai amama nyina stansel bibi anko alu prentu eno ma nko no mama
Atumpan
baabi a wo be kọ akọsere kakra na de abeba ho bra no wo kọ mo kura su omu wu enti Ghana yesika sam beye basa haircut ba mu na ese soso ye ho homegrown policies bi wo ho a MPP abind by ya Ghana fo ntimi anya twen yakoma abotre anti MPP aban ase
Atumpan
Murtala Mohammed Biena no ewo Ghana haka said bi I am mismanagement of the economy yesika sam ne ntoto ye no ya MPP fo amobra akohwisam ewo MPP fo mu ena omode yesika sam ya akohwisam enya COVID-19 bia enya wo bia yentie Murtala Mohammed niemra Geneva wodi asama koto yabese etie no me ba sese yentie Murtala na yemra sese
Russia. That is why in global crude price about 140, 130, we are paying more. It is a deception, the people of this country. They are robbing you.
But how is it deception?
It's a deception because we are now a net producer of fuel.
But how much are we benefiting from the fuel?
Well, even if we, for example...
And I'm told that, I mean, we part of the funds also goes to the free SHS.
Oh, but how much?
I mean, government has spent about 7 point something.
The argument that is being made that because of Ukraine, Russia, that is why in global crude price about 140, 130, we are paying more. It is a deception, the people of this country. They are robbing you.
Right, was it I entra enyan to kwabi esi ye. Enya external factors bia na ma ho kire ba Ghana. Bra MPP abanti akonwa so.
107.3
Asaasepa no.
Murtala Mohammed ya dokono wantimi amana ma 1 cedi. Fuwa NDC ba ya ema 1 cedi. Trotro bro yente so. Wo kodru Geneva wo hu abrofo no se wo sura abrofo no. Se wono ane saman na di na chi o. Wo kan kira abrofo ne se Ghana ya ho kire yen. Ano bi san se den na ma ya ho kire yen. Wo se COVID-19 si ye tokwe si ye Russia and Ukraine for ontem e ka hu bi ema Ghana ye economy no ese ye wa admit it. Enti bisa Murtala Mohammed se bra na opposition no na ye den na ya bra na na e bayi. Na ya bro anabaye okọ Geneva yente do okọ kan ho.
The Russia-Ukraine war and the unfortunate, trade war which started as suspicion, and now we are living the reality and taking into consideration the popular saying in Ghana that when two elephants fight is the grasshopper that suffers. So we do know the challenges that will be confronting us, and the broader effects of COVID-19 pandemic cannot be lost on any country, including Ghana. The Russia-Ukraine war and the unfortunate, trade war which started as suspicion, and now we are living the reality and taking into consideration the popular saying in Ghana that when two elephants fight is the grasshopper that suffers. So we do know the challenges that will be confronting us, and the broader effects of COVID-19 pandemic cannot be lost on any country, including Ghana.
Right, me ba chowo ye Murtala Mohammed. Frano na bisan se say sabi wo hu nyansa. Se say adwen na te ye wo nwura mbro no mo opposition no, adwen na ba fie.
Hwenia kasa.
Se say the abrofo ntia se Ghana. Ahokire ba wiase fa na nyina atwam. Ama MPP etmiamia economic growth of 5.7% as at the last quarter of 2024.
Hwenia kasa.
Oba your projects in 5%. And they said, yeah, we are seeing in Tumsa, Sa Hochano, and it be na Kagana, Yawahu Chilimuana.
Atumpan.
Bama Pain and Adu Takunasuna walk Camusobwa.
Hwenia kasa.
Dr. Laji Mamudu Mia comes, hey, Untis Casamasi.
And I'm prepared, I don't know, can you say?
Na Mutis Casamasia. Yadia by Finchadu was saying, about saying 2020. Bear 5 years in it. Sir, 5 years in yen free COVID-19 Russia, Ukraine, Omoko.
The Canada, Hodo.
And Mamon found question external factors be external factors be NC. Mobile and Toquency may be also. Ya the Cassia be ama, yes, me. Some my the Cassia be ama.
Jenia kasa.
Na mo de hwinsi ye kra na mo ho po amamuo no mu husui. Na mo din tron. Felix of why kwacho fosu kwache. Na wote presidency, taxpayers money. Near the twan can o din tron ho.
And Papa Diana no can could say.
Near Jama mo se we munsa.
Ye bomwa no krene dikan.
And I will cry and call Oba ma bibia and koso.
Atumpan.
Many and this if we be din komo. Almost hey. Ya to ba nu ho nam so mbonu mu ho. Ya kana mu tie.
Atumpan.
Se disco na mo pena se prede na sano na ya mu da wu se dan ye wu na mu di akire na mo koto mu hu ye.
Say anya what the band be nim pansa.
We kwa de yanketenkete acrobatics. San crofo we yan crofo on betra man mu a wo mu kita sekan amansan cake no mu twitwadi. Omo no mabusuafo no omo pranom amansan cake no mu twa hum no madi no magya no ho no mo ko. Na MPP abetra konwa so no e dirty work ni nyina Ghana for say yema momo yebe mo akọ yebe se ama aban bi a wo ba wo sai no ma wo sai for aban wo metra konwa so na won sai no ma na won ko ene yepe as Ghanaians and school reopen kra na yentimi mi school because aduane ni ho bisa na aduru so aduane ni school sunum yentimi mi school then tie postpone reopening. I mean, my watching be on 057-777-1073. We better join me see on 057-777-1073. But you be near course see about to send about for bit me room. Hello, good evening.
Fine, been back up home.
Now, media family, you didn't be at tea and coffee.
Pa question me safety advance red.
Pa, but you didn't call.
Atumpan.
Pacho, a radinshal. In some now working. NDC father that Ghana for Ababefe Eguano. That's a word down one. Now what you have to say COVID and Kahona Africa or my Ghana. Ghana for the MPP for Yen Young. If you are willing to remember on Timeka, but when one someone or two aba, and Fama Baumia, not in there, and what you be the basic cost. And Pana Ebon said, I did a bois MPP. No one to make on one boom. Not 2028, 2029. On about the second. I mean, she are very good. Afan, former Central Regional Minister.
Let's wait and say hello, good evening.
Hello.
About your dinner, be out here and coffee.
The Pacho Grace, the command.
About Grace Botrin Yanko.
Give me that. When say before then, no. It's a, what can I say? Ghana for us, about Amma. Anything, but made a mini Missy for the and swam. I say, I made the fee. Now one of the FM station, TV station, cut the dear of 5 years in the I didn't even quite for Kumchacha. The incident in the quality about whom I've got so now you caught so in the middle man swam and made Missy Davy America. And you quite said the whom ye do my who name and Pibo ye do man whom ye man away ye. No one who should bully in 2 weeks in any Friday, Miss name away to me. And this in because every you have to Abama Yenu on Papa, so say, Mamma Baba. I'm a Yamamu, I am I said, a new economy is better. Oh, my dear. Well, you know, one year, next for no far one and son of wait, another if I want to Mamma Bannon. There's a 5 months for months, won't you own car? Oh, it's an I can live move away from it. Do my dear, or journalist, oh, my dear. I say, Mumo, Bianca.
Miss Midas, you about Grace. Hello, good evening, Octopus. Hello, good evening. Udin Babia, Oti and Caffrey.
Hello.
About Udin Babia, Tea and Caffrey.
Visitation, Yamishram. Oh, Ghana. Yes, I am Pankramuni, Medi President. Yam Wepo Christoni, John Subuni, no other boy and a ship, and a Busuboy and a ship. Now you dream. Boy and a young Sammy who say yes. That Jordan the fire. You don't know boy and a young Gassa. Yamishram.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, pro the dear.
One also did man call me with ya. Now I call Minia.
When you
man was Manumi, never mess over no.
Yanu, Yahoye, we grandpa, we got a bit of a who's your pony, a who's your pony, and I say, and I'm not a idea. You ever say yes. ya tepio lady kan na menchiao no waduma fu nyina o studio na menchia me MP eye Obatampa Aida Adwoa Asidua wo ayensu ano ye papa afenyo market e madrid leaders e bona battle pa e waduma so odi o parliament o bonye me se Ghana for enya hu hwie 3 months in government in NDC bonye and easy containers over 1,300 ayira our port you be afa 3 months in government no train abagana ha ama yesi say be efi bae no no be ekoye no ndulubo no hu ga eno omudi wo ho a ene ehunu asem etwetwere aba we bu a mi enyi no 3 months in government yati kokenya epike post eba Accra ebisi da o Ghana history yanchi bi da esi wo NDC mreso 2014 ena ye maame ametepe na yele ametepe edikoke edigu ni handbag mu edefo fa prayer airport afa VVIP airport chino Ethiopia airport awa manone awo NDC mreso sabre ne fisa ewuro ni so mucho pa aya branche bia oti Goldie House awo ikakudi area mu o na ni so mucho no e ba ne sen e di ba ko nya so a ndrubonu ga ana ji atese ewo Ghana ha je ka kire Ghana for se NDC ni yo de mama e de papa de mo my Ghana ntiyan to MPP aban so na free education am man ko omunye kwanko ni free enne si munko school fees ye chemu ye school fees as sanitary part ye to ne sen enne refugee fee na ko chema aba bi stoko chiro no anwu sika no o se fin a ene sanitary part na ne bo ordin Ghana for je de Ghana TV akosa black and white ane ye huni ne yo bro ne ye ya sempa ye ne hu hwie we comedy so no
Medasi, hello, good evening.
Atumpan.
Me ba to di ba bi ate en kafri.
Woni ni gogodru fo.
Moro, mami nti onfra krupon.
Yo, nyama sunjo nka wanyimire.
En council.
Anyimire mami nchi ame MP sama ku bibia obi ase nyame nchi ama no. Nyame nka no ho. Enim se NDC de obi enim se antro anin dada no mo di dada Ghana for ma wotu abama because ma na di kan ka se turu kaka na kura kaka e frafa. Ntumo di afra sa di dada Ghana for ma ngatu abama nganu ho se NDC fo nka sa mi se mi ndam fo bi kura bi ko hu nga. So papa e kura ya tu abama na kura yemu na eku. Nam so hu na eku no o ba kana kura because ya kana kura se NDC de. Umuni because society avese papa di no mo ye gan se niam suro e ko to simita ya tumgum se niam school feeding kwa school nkola nya di ndi niam ai basa wo so ba school so ma kwa ya bi ba ko up to now ye hu won ka bi am fa ho ani o di dada wo fo no na mutu abama ye hu na e ko Ghana for enim se mum pa akufa do ba mi anche because ma ye ni ma nyaade enim se jo mama de sika dia de ko ke na no beton de akọ onya de papa bia na turka si no be dia ma o be dia sa de akọ enim se 2020 ni sala de ba mi am samba.
Hello, good evening.
Evening.
Me ba to di ba bi a wo tie kafri.
Adefi ni boyta.
Me ba to me yenti ubotun yanko.
Na mo se Ghana ye bi. Ke ankoko ikura mayo ayebe ye kan nkoko no wo nya mai mo nya botre na die beba Ghana no ebe ye papa ko asen ne ye hu ni sese wa misremo.
Hello, good evening. Me ba to di ba bi ate nkafri.
Ro chantum de je
There is a kron bi abako de.
ihu adomo ro konko twate ko kanta man to Ghana
Address na ade ato no botun yanko.
very good na me about so that fix papa no di mafa we dey make come on no ho chire mi ndira me kata ko no wada wo ma oba ko something oba wo ma organize na me chire papa oba me papa tene Japan so papa kakai buru champion ene ma chinu ni sama e wura ko ma papa ene ni so mi sie na ni ya ti ko just amen 9%. Papa Mahama, also by the two be a good. The Kaya Ghana for there. I also bought for the Junka. Say, I had Ghana, I did a cocaine as I so. And I really knew. They say, your baby can achieve 100%. Almost being cooked up when I pay you. You're begging about it. I don't mean to make a chip of PR with an 100%. I'm couldn't tell you. When you want money, someone taking Ghana for
But I say hello, good evening.
Fine, O'Brien.
Me patrol dinner of your tank cafe, Edward ni.
Oh, very good.
Edward, what's in your uncle?
Yo, with your mammy, a million barrels in bed, or Sacumano, me manager me. They say, Papa Viva Cazet is here, said the Ebihuno Yamba, and Ocrano can O'Brien. Just see, and then me call Casua Maka any Tuesday, pa, me say, overcalling Banner in the Destin about Jena or Tungo. Never go. As the other young dog, she can't anyhow. Oh, now we could come, but could be some buyer back on say 50 cities who buy it. None 3 months a year, Kufado, Econa buy any walk or super 30 cities. And then buy it to 50 cities. Tomatoes, Umiaza, 5 cities. Just a year who did a young Mama. Baby, Yamadown.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Benjamin Bibiaboko, dear.
Yamia Dumo, Bibiaboko.
And who are saying, what's in your uncle?
Roy Mahama Ebano, Mahama say, oh, or the Yaman Eba, and then people come to one market, Coco. 4, 50 Ghana. By 50 Ghana, 60, 70. Even Simon Crampana F4, Simon Bafon, 50. In Ghana for you, now, bro, me person me bizarre. Okudia to Abrapa, media de Biame Baba, what happened? And now, a bit is like Captain Smart. In Toronto, China, Captain Smart is to be down on Montana or Canada. This is our Canada. I saw Corona, I say, it says most media Ghana, so no. Media Minya, and Calvin to pound for Dubai. Would you want my Sagina? Would you are near return? Say, I'm a Christian nation. Once I saw the Ghana bill. Now, Yama Bonnie Amuya, and the issue I'm now. Now, Mamma, the over cheer. So, I had the MP the about 20
But I say, Octopus, good evening.
Yeah, Nana
Onya Bibiaboko, dear.
Oh, Boko.
What's in your uncle?
And this Ethniko Jina baby Cocafe COVID, any Ukraine war. And I'm a Ghana to say, I watch the Nana Brony, I call in Yakupuanica. Yamin Papa. Sir, Eddie, if a woman is our problem, wait. Therefore, Nana Kufadu Bon, who are dear Ghana, yet meet Nazi. Atumpan. What you poor man? Or poor, I would say, another to me, and never be brave. Our COVID time, our Ghana. Bro, here, me mammy be our butcher. Or catch any place, some don't with some ladies. Now, for they bought Nanadua Baffle. Adam Santia, or say, I will COVID, I got the papa. Now, Sunday, I didn't cook for poor butcher. Another why, yeah, the papa, and I'm saying yes. And to what I do. Now, so this is funny, person. I remember for the issue. Yeah, Papa will be. A quick, you be come on. COVID, you win school at the dear coffee. Let's say this is the cafe. Na Kufuado, COVID who's Kadi, MPP for COVID who's Kadi, Nayalia Biano, and fire for saying, Nansen, and this is Penny, what you call Brote, near Busana Casa COVID, and the Ukraine war, and the day I watch Ghana. Nana, Yanko Pontia, and this is Pennica.
I mean, for last 2 callers, hello, good evening.
O pro di dia.
One also did man no coming with ya.
Brohen na ya kasa fitabura.
But you nko.
Memo abaso. In fact, adwuma de o seju o sabaso body e. Yankopon hira o papa. Edu anwumre a emu ode bladas o ma bio mu tiw enye yize. Yankopon hira o papa. Obi mai bi to fo su no se hwan nam se brohen won tenenka. Brohen de so apart Africa nyina waji bi ni wa ha. O bodine. O bod Yankopon hira o papa. Brohen Mamintia majority leader ya papa Chano ana menchia yura Jasin Kodua ana babia kapu ubi asamia ubi amechiano Haji Asaasepa Mohammed ono so bechiano nkame mu organizer bro hine mini ya kasako yesisia na asem okan me fo ane so na Ghana sebe ope bonsampa uhia NDC ni achene ko enye NDC ko na be ka che covid covid ni ahwe wa hai papa ya ubo ne kasa sisi abrochie no kokokra sa o ba Ghana ha obeda na ne ketrema
Atumpan
nti NDC die sebe bonsampa nyankopon de ne ade omobre di pia ni wa NDC be bia ya papa ayi ebre o man no ene ke dollar du ene bro hine dollar 15 cedi Ghana for makama no atum adodan kwakufu ado deep education ebre mo dollar ekodu 17 cedi mama papa ya anyaso e wo man mu ha ene dollar kodu 16 cedi free education ni ho
Atumpan
and now who are near floor secunya short to Brabeto Akunyama entrance school. What to one near floor say Brabeto talk near functional body. What to one near floor say bet you 8 million exam fee. None of them could at the time 8 years. Yante Mantesi as Mimla Mimpia 8 million maybe metro exam fee. You were Mahama by yes, Monday no 91 days. 91 days, you never carry Ramahama. Said you, Yamame, Vice President, Ayale Dabuchi. I don't know if they carry Ramahama. Or by 90 days, dear Pan, why your Mamuha. And you cocaine and the pray back cocaine at the bar. May back cocaine at the bar. And this is bar. And your man, young Kwani is you or Mamuha. And that yellow gallon, yellow, I started P. Because some of the shepherd gallon, the abyss is still a pass at home. MPP come no munyanesa, and Tinanabi unipabone. But I said, I'll go ahead. Oh, munyanesa.
About John Como, about your free move. Yane Wapain Samon and Appiah, Executive Director, Global Intelligence and Security Analysis Center. Former police detective. Oh, Pomo, my being Wabambo Mu Ghana. Payin di Motintimam. And watching Honorable Michael Okyere Baafi, MP for New Job in South, former Deputy Trade and Industry Minister, ranking member on Trade Committee, and the better said in Como. Joba minyina so say na ye nin komo ba di ka cho say ye tin komo mienu e na afri mu na anwumre yi e be di kan ne panyin ba kwa wa ben wo bambo mu Samuel na Appiah be di komo e no achi no Honorable Michael Okyere Baafi be join me mi bra panyin ono so be join me sisi a ba me nko na mi bra panyin Samuel na Appiah me manajo opanyin majo
mejo so
baby aboko de
nyame adaroma bibia
you are looking good though
me das ya dom ni ahwe nyame na dom na ja ye kakra ye hwese ye nan so enko patri bobia na ye namu kakra na hwese nyame be ya dom
ye bedru
na bibia ode ya bedru yi emrepa ne san so a obehye ne ho ani mo nyamti we have the belief and hope say nyame kan ye hu die
inshallah 2028 jakpa aduma ne be mo aye
anyway maybe we'll do it with a different level
right
and we'll make sure that Ghanaians will not understand the civilized system, the democratic nature of the job.
Na nya kwaye suman we
no creating nyame animu na nya sa kwan we so kra
ya baba ho bata ya fra wanwuma nya bone abosome miensa ana pepepe ne de mampanyin John Dramani Mahama to see akonya so osaye sabe mpanyinfo se ye di jawa ne ye di asoa wo and ufa pani a me de bia meka John Mahama o ye pani be de ni servant obesom sebe na dwuma no oyɛ som Ghana for wo fa pani ayɛ oyɛ assessment wo hwɛ nipa na dwuma oyɛ na bisa ho sɛ ɛyɛ and adeɛ baako a nipa yɛ hia wɔ abrabom ɛyɛ bambo security so bambo nya wo pa nya sika sɛn wo da wontimi na wo pa wo masen wo da wontimi na wo pa kusku sɛn wo da wontimi na aboso me miɛnsani bambo mu yɛde tumi ma NDC John Dramani Mahama ɛno ma te sɛn
bono hene medase ma menchia tiefo anwumrei minim sɛ mo motiefo no ɛkɔ akyiri nti ba ne nyakwanya se ya na ɛsɛ yɛde nkyia soronko ɛma tiefo 107.3 na no kra enie ɛbra yewura mampani John Dramani Mahama yɛde akofuna hyɛ ne nsɛm sɛ ɔmɛsom ɔman Ghana ɛbra yɛtwato na yɛma na kwanya sɛ ɔmampani no bra ofra ase na ɔyɛ ne nhyehyɛyɛ appointment ahodo a ɔyɛ no especially media baabi a mani di akyire paa no na ɛyɛ bambɔ nhyehyɛyɛ ɛne akanifo a ɔpa wɔn sɛ ɔde wɔn ɛbɛyɛ adwuma no nipa odi kan bɔ ne din ɛyɛ national security coordinator ɛna afei national security advisor ɛna ɛwɔ mu a na ɔbɛpointe yɛnua Muntaka Mubarak MP for Aswanse as interior minister, and then subsequently we heard about Yenua Omanebo Amanso for defense, and now appointed more deputies in the CIA or more a juma. And okre edie eye baako. What I can say is my personal assessment on all of these officials are yabubo omudin omoye adwuma nyina national security coordinator oye na adwuma se ono na oye obi a meka se oversee all the activities of the security and the intelligence organizations in the country. Adia meni omampani anya adwene wo ho na meni ne nya adwene kopim se obeye saade no ne se he sought to scrap away the national security ministry.
Okay.
And I felt say that was a big shortfall and a big blow. Esan say enunti me share that document e buy.
Okay.
Sa document
national security strategy.
National security strategy.
Okay.
A document I launched in 2020. Omampani na nado danko Akufo-Addo pencil ene launch sa document. Na abakosema ewo mu no efri 1957 na yenya independent no na yenni document say bi eda ho. Enu nti yewura kandapa be national security minister no. Omampani share no say so man no ye banbo be wie peye. Na ye human security enso be CP. Infrastructure protection ebe wie peye. Na afei cyberspace a ye frɛ no ene internet so ne ade eno so ho banbo be wie peye. Na afei ye border ahye so any international relations ne ta bon nyina geopolitical landscape no ye betima gina yie ewo mu na ya hwɛ ye trade and commerce system sebe ya transnational criminal organizations a ye friend organized crime no ni nyina ye betima fight enunti ena comprehensively ye de saa nwoma yi ebaaye na nwoma yi ne ewo mu no nhyehyɛ yahodo ewo mu nyina no amabubo soe no the duty of the Minister for National Security to ensure say
you be
implement all the policies and programs and isu adi hunu ewo mu nyina no National Security Minister no na ni su adi hunu say anan ni dwumadie say ye betima implement enti say free 2020 eba nyina no nhyehyɛ yahodo ana egu akwan mu to ensure say every detail of it ye de be adwuma eba ne sen ena afei all of a sudden ya tranketi na na say ye twaso ye yefiri ho na kyese ye bible nhyehyɛ ya yanya nisuade hunu ni nyansa ni nimdeɛ ne de agu enwoma mu no yewura amampani Mahama say onfa nya adwuma enti ho me ne nya adwene na maka say kopim say obey appoint substantive national security minister no onhwe yi a na mamuo no enema bi bekɔ sɛnea yehunu yai security nsembeba na fei ye try to defend from the communication minister for presidential communication no keka no tete dem aboso ni ade afei ye be wie no yan hwe yi a ebeye ad hoc implementations policies no enche da wie peye enye consistent enye coherent enye comprehensive emma yentimi mfa nhye papa emgu ho emma ya banbo ene senia ye pe no no enti media I will keep emphasizing say Yewura John Mahama, it is high time he made appointment for a national security minister.
Okay.
Boni bia ni ho. Okay, so be appoint 60 ministers. Se 60 no appoint na so the back ka ho na be wie pay be som oman no na ye ban bon share be wie e betima CPS ta media me fin sem from so ni san say adwuma Yewura Muntaka e hye ne nsam no already a dose man. It is not a joke. Internal security measures, for the Minister for National Security, enye easy. One of the institutions, Shenase, Crampo, Small Arms Commission. Omukromu hunu so. Ehona ye de minu Adam Bona akwakoshi. Ejuma e wohoma Small Arms Commission and the Ministry of Interior no. Bono hene enye adwuma ketwa o. Na nsenso ahwe a functions ne funerals any schools ne ade na nkro atwetwe tuo amount for display weapon any ade. There's a huge task for the Small Arms Commission no and the Ministry of National Security ne Interior no to collaborate to ensure say yetimi the policy atudwa saa niema yi yade be brain ase ni nyina wo saa ngoma yi mu
but Mahama so mfa nya adwuma
but sa okasa wo mfa nya adwuma na chese nguma ya ye boka e develop ye no sabi mpreduasa wo ya magana ye foundation no asanso a sheki biu enti kopem se Yewura Mahama be hunu sa ni so ade huni na wo de sa ade ya adwuma no e yade a security hye no anhwe ye be troka sania ye hunu no na nkrofo nso be penetrate e wo ya hye so ene ye port ene ye airport no mo ne ade bebre esanse eya koyese nhihye ya ye hunu yenya nimde ene ne so ade hunu dia gunguma mo epese ade ye adwuma no afedi eya to atwene.
Okay.
Na so man wo ho na se wunni national security strategy a wodi be bo man ho ban o man ma ho ban o man na japade ho ban both locally and international ene na o man wo dampan just o da naked
je de ye naked ye nenam ye ni bambo papa bia
sanya e kono se kono sa dia ya nhwe yie pe that just say we are almost there say you were naked so na we advocated for this document not just because ya pese e kasakwa dabi but because we want comprehensive security measures and strategies for the country sebeya sebim preduasa ye betimi ede intelligence governance systems ayadwuma.
Okay.
So o man bi wo ho na wura mu na wo fili unya atenka se o man ya mawura mu yi eniema ne sunsum wo mu ye adwuma enye magic. It is only because our security system no is very much fortified and very strong and you can easily penetrate to do anything. The systems have worked so much so that no can never escape their eyes.
Okay.
Eba ni se na afeidie ya benya omampani eni aban foforo na ngoma ya bokaye wo se ono de omma minister no emma na mpo wa be implement nhihyae wo mu no untumi nka se wo de be ma interior minister to implement what is in this book and untumi so nka se wo de ma defense minister to implement. The national security is the sole you can say the national supervisory body for all the security organizations except of course I'm sorry to say Biana the understanding of national security some people have limited it to certain level. And yes, I mean, he doesn't need a national security framework that should be supervised and steered and implemented by a substantive minister.
Okay. Right. I feel no abeke ho someone na Appiah ne ni di nkomo yi. Ya bambo anhihye yanwuma mampanyi na nado. Ema omo ye se yemfa mo ho ban se ne be ya se ntuo ya na wedding ni atwituo ye si hima ni atwituo classroom na nkwankwa kitatuo no ye betimi abre na se no wo se John Dramani mama se omfa nyadwuma omfa nyadwuma abso me miensa ye bambo te sei
Ye bimbo se see baby higina the event. We share the sanya niema ACC ene nya ekra na ase tokro bia beda ho.
Bambo ne nye.
Tokro bia beda ho. I mean kanisa. Esan say the impunity, display of weapons in the public place to the extent say ye twitu ni ato na obi a yesi ne hima won kraman mu ni aboni to akuno. Suku ni akwada na ogina akofa tuo free efie na obe gina classroom na o display eyiase na mabunu ni mrantie edi tuo edi sabi akakabensem eba ne sen na fedi ya kamia akwayese oman numu no lawlessness and they take the center stage
mranya juma
emrano ye yama no ahwease. The indiscipline is becoming too much. Enunti enani swadi hunu ba say yenso ano na se yetimi gina eyen hihye na ye implement what is in this book. The next 5-10 years no sa ne man nyina na ye de be yesi ano kwan. Unfortunately, baby a gina sesi ano bono hene I can tell you on authority say so man pania mfane na ye nsi form na say wa appointed a substantive national security minister ama interior minister na nya focus anhwenia e hyenase no edoso our customs, immigration, fire service, so prisons, small arms commission yoko omunyina hyenase o enti responsibility no already internally no is very huge. And yes so this the national supervisory of security na so and once he's looking at all of these institutions, then he need to sleep and dream and have vision of how he's going to coordinate the security of the nation. So it's a very daunting task for him. And I believe, yes, separatino, nasi di jumadi ni she obinsa, or ya kono, ebenya na nisu adi hununi ni focus na attention, ene ni yeso ye no, wa ye, na fei omampeni, enya 24-hour briefing no a very comprehensive. So no, our security advisor, but the security advisor no is limited sometimes, and then the coordinator, national security coordinator no, or no so no the broadness of the responsibility no. He say ya kwese no so ya de akwa interior because so say interior minister should take the role as national security minister. Na or more or less no the national security coordinator no asan kwa share interior na sibiu enti baby ejina no de we need to make sure say ya streamline no ye na fe ya ma obi hu ni specific responsibility. Now it look like the whole thing is box up so no enti except say be a defense na enadwuma by the national security no the interior na intelligence organization nyina no de almost like say ya clamps nyina together and ya akwa share back for nsa enti ebro ne so and some of the communications are a free minister ne hoba no. I wish he never makes such comments in public. Muntaka honorable Muntaka. And now said that Ben I made the matter say so say one ma about man
foreigners
no now mo be di nyambran sembi to say illegal mining any other related criminal activities no send set or see a chini panoa the country the government doesn't have any interest in prosecuting sankrofui yachi wo mu no Oman no abino ni abino ni so se on there obe or the sankrofui ebe fa mra kwan so abra ye wo ye mra wo oman yi mu na se obi akọ amanone no kodi bone na e che no na se san de na akọ ni krom dia
se no obi abakọ akodi bone aba
kodi bone na san so de na akọ ni krom na so akọ ya organized crime activity eno nya sika no repatriate ko ni krom na sa wo san so repatriate ono anipa ne de ni ko ni krom
akodi ni sika obenya
no akodi. So some of this communication, I wish he doesn't come out to speak. And probably there's some sort of orientation that need to be given to him. Because enye bibia mpone say o man beto abontensa we say you are rather emboldening them. Esan so nim say
o ma foreigners na hoden
pepepe foreigner no nim say so yam from so ne echi no
Ghana defo
Ghana de de ne be ya ne say de be ko ni krom odu ni krom o ne obi ani asem ho
NDC abanti Ghana
and I think these are things are as soon as possible no eso man panima nani kɔ hɔ papa anya saa na to aso say ya no a ye ho be kyere yen issues a esisi efo atututuo ho ne ade ekoso nyina no I think say it is also fall within the purview of the police.
Okay.
And I know said now we have a new Inspector General of Police. Obiara nim no experience, obiara nim no na dwuma waye and the credentials. Dear Drui, ya pese nyina ye hunu se ba bia ye gina no ye gina bia ye se wode nani so adi hunu ene ono ankasa ne professional year career wa building na no for almost 40 years no now or the ye adwuma ama the sanity that we want, the discipline, the orderliness and peaceful environment I pe wo man mu no ye inside to miaka na amanfo a anya kokodro bone bi etwetwe tuo ene msekan ne ma enei na omo confronte asojafo ne aposifo na wo your opinion leader kra okromu dia ene ye nkan wasem because o kan obi anye de be enti. I want to see drastic operational activity to minimize all of these things. Now, some silence should be brought into society. We can do this. That is, if on mine ya pese, ye jisa titra semune ni nyambra semune nyina firi hono mo a esese ma police for no enya strong impact e society mo. Obi yamfom so no ye chi no a yemfa no ngina mra nanim se de mra no ese na yempower se yenye discrimination se Ghana ni any foreigner nyina na abom na makoy yemfom so a untumi nka se Ghana ni no de yemfa no ngina mra nim na sabio kwasi broni kokko no yemfa no ni krum wo yesa wa wo mra no o se na wo se o man nan kasa nso.
Okay.
The foundation of the country no one where you are just toiling with it. And say bukumu and I say a drum pempen so be say you can't control it, then now you are going to have a failed state. And at the end of the day, no, with security no no. I don't think that is what Penny Excellency John Mahama want to do. Not at all. But one to two people are taking some undue advantage.
The
impunity has become more, and it's so glaring. Say, and nay, secret national. Your friend say this galamsey issue. Ya boss. Bono hene. Ya kamya question now almost every blessed day. You see different sites, new sites. No more yesi ni ekoho na afeidi akwese say abedane bibi te say ya papa japade nyina enkofu mu mfa bi.
Ya papa ba. John Suboni.
Exactly. Enti samre die ewo ho no mu a ye nyina ebenya bie ne se ebebo wura ye nkwaye mu ne ye nsuo mu na ye nyina ye mfa ye nsantutum. These were issues in previous times. Abaya twam ne mreso ye kan ya to the sense ye se ye declare state of emergency. And na die ba ne sen na ye wura ama Kofi Bua o se san semui ene sa ye friend say galamsey ni adiadi or describe it and crofo a woman said they are environmental terrorists. And when I heard it, I said, okay, if we are able to classify them as environmental terrorists, terrorists are not people that we go and just sack them. We neutralize them. So just here, because when you are going to fight them, the main purpose is that you make sure, say, you eliminate them completely. And it's yet to identify, say, these people can be classified as environmental terrorists against Ghana there. Bono hene, any idea ni train biu. Akandia na yeni. Anase akandia ni yewo. Nemo muno, yempese yebe shekiti se ye kun etia galamsey no. Na yetimi abo yensuo ene ejapade a obade de dum ye no yabo ho ban
among for so just say shoot to kill sir in your sanko for na you mutu as security expert ono mo ya adwen.
The moment the minister responsible for natural resources
someone na piano katwi ni mame
papa na betu nanum tuo aka say saafo no terrorist groups tie ni pa na terrorists their meaning say any counter measure to fight terrorism biano it is to eliminate. So yini free ho. Yan security kasamuno yasi neutralize them.
Okay.
Enti sound for no omo can say shoot to kill no. Omo can say asem no because minister no wadi nkan ya be kan say sesiano ye ne terrorist group ena AD asie.
Enti pe wa wonu asem ne de.
Enti wa wati wonu ma kan yi de. Ene terrorist no ense so mudi oman no so nkunimu.
Ana minister ba ko interior minister so ka say ye chi oman ye mo nko mukrom.
Sefini na se wo kwachi terrorist na se wo de no aba betina kam amana ko se machi no se we terrorist ba me san repatriate na amana ko ni kroma ene na wow description no crowd man no so no wrong because no country under the International Convention Against Terrorism no country arrest a terrorist and the option is for him
to deport the person.
Deported. No. Whatever laws you have, emrabia na wo woman mu no, make sure say wo de samra no any onumadi. So no, enti sabe ye counter terrorism measures e wo ho. And to the moment it shouldn't be just rhetoric. Say minister no kan sa kwa, o kan wa. Dia ene na sabe mpreduasa. I'm afraid to say bia o tin wan hwe ya o de oman nyina be nsabe kwa akoshe boase. And yes, media no to me pushing on. A man says, I can't describe you almost a terrorist group there. What is he doing about it? Or yeah, one day
shoot to kill
because you were soldier for a soldier for near more two. Any candy say or moya who buy it is a terrorist about to wash and so mind there. Then we expect you to give instructions, say on bet my day, I could two or massive. Because at the end, as I say, yes, Yesuro say omo ye nkrofo ye nuanom ye party ma ye ofa asefo ana say ya yonkofo enti saa na mon ye ntumi ntu ana ene na kire say oman no sebi galamsey kun no ya jatum say ye di nkuguo
ba so mo promise Ghana for so mba mbe mo maye illegal mining galamsey kwakubu ahenom ne ayitoni obenom
enti sa ene sa na tie dia bunu hini ene na che say yenyina no yanyintum say sabio ya dada yenyina ye ho as Ghanaians ena na aban biti so no ye ka ho asema media ya na dia meka ne say bunu hene ebeye how kese ya pa o say mfinhia kakra bi ebeto ye nimu no say ya nhwe yi a ensuo ene nsase ade be ye fu ene ye nnuane ahodo nyina no galamsey be sani nyina
right. But quickly, me and share cocaine a hot 3 months. We are bamboni, yache. Our my Ghana, Mukepkos, 350 million worth of cocaine. Second D, 150 million worth of cocaine. Okabomwa, 500 million worth of cocaine. Our Ghana and cocaine. I can once me, and your flash a ketamine, dear Gumo. Say, ye can't, what's the chance meant to bag and qua, bear 150. And ye come once me. I didn't me come, it didn't me rama mukra, the kind. Ye bambo nanya, said the idea.
But it was a make us a no tia me can set to grab da baby. Na to crona be the honor. The ama to crona be the honor a sam a musan so by and say. A quania ye fasu ye yaman sem. Ewo a bibri muha. Any ye may move.
107.3.
One year see our United States of America. A brand to be a friend no Elon Musk. They say Yako is a no detected to Donald Trump near Onye. Simply because you send a campaign no or then your sponsor.
Of course.
Udinanim Bibri.
Power broker.
Exactly. Near a cost Siciano. We are having similar situation in this country. And Crawford fin say Omo Edi omo kakra wa omo wo omusika abua ama a party bia ba ban mu enunti they seems to have some level of leverage say samrei e ka omo boy no omo ntwen e na afimpo aba
omo beti omo de
so omo ti omo ka enti e dangerous for us as a nation say dem bia na e ka say oh political party sponsorship any other thing nyina no the consequences in a larger form. Enti wo a wo ye president no nso no. Ahwe yie pe na your hands are tied.
Untumi nka hwe.
Na BBC ye o baby. Na me frɛ opani pa bi. Oya adwuma ewo customs. Na me bisa no ho asɛm. Okache me planes nana. Ade we die. Me come no crutchro. Our hands are tied.
Hey,
yes.
Custom panyin no.
Me yam hye me.
Wasi akyekyere ne nsa.
Omonsa gu omochi. Omonsa gu omochi. And when I heard that, 107.3. No, yes, onim. But a drew some pempen so ya wa hwe ya. Now break your mind. And it's dangerous. It is extremely dangerous. Ya border so ya already we say ya oman your borders no nyina no almost is becoming porous.
Yeah.
Because port aye tema port and Kotoka International Airport, any other identified land, entry, the frontiers no nyina no. One way wo mo ye adwuma nyina no, customs, immigrations, and sometimes we find military to omo koboa omo no mo ye adwuma. Se ya anya ya nhihye ye yi a bafo anhwe yi a bebia ye head kɔ no e dangerous. Se say wo kɔ galamsey areas no a me refie, but I want to say it. Foreigners no enye Chinese for no kwa na eba mu. There are neighboring countries
from
Burkina, Mali,
Cote d'Ivoire,
very good. Omo nyina no abebawuram. Ana eya kamia koyese. Omo was some alliance with certain group of people. Our mind way mu. And that group of people have some influence. Enuti ama omo asem eya komia ese ye moso. Esan say omo influence no ekopie obi a oye powerful, a billionaire somewhere who had some kind of influence on other people here. Enti omo nyina na behye sa umbrella nase.
Aye kababi.
Exactly. Enunti ema aye diama empanimfuo bi mpo se ombeka ho asem.
3 months in you.
How did we get here? I find it to be something very dangerous. And if it explodes, it won't help us as a nation.
But bambo mono sa ye nyasa cocaine no a. As ye ba out be kire baby free ye, baby ana ye de call nipa. Eye ne dia as ye ba out ni timi be kire na. As a Ghana for nya briefing bi ana bambo mu.
Nietie drug fighting a very complex issue. It has 2 dimensions. As a nation, Omaina Kasa Ghana no. So within 3 months, na se yetima intercepted these drugs in various points. Ye kabomwa in that country now boss one.
$500 million.
Exactly. On the other side no, Ibehunu said the Omaino fight drug related trade in the country. So that's here. And then on the other side and so no, Ebeka Komia said there's a cabal, a group of microphobia or monso, a yomu business, and a phenomena quenya,
a direwremu.
Na niemanu ye risk ni say ye deba public na ebeka ho asem ya che ya intercept quantity of this, volume of money is this. Now you can na say at the end of the day, investigation ye beye wo ho. One man shasiye report ebe film beba. Se ni nyina na ankoye nea ewie peye na sipi e kire say indeed ye chiye na emom ye chiye no. This is the comprehensive report about it. Our international community, they are willing and ready to read and see it. And this year, yes, I am na se etikam na fe be 2 months na yenti ho asem bia biu na se ho nyema nyina so atia kamu a. Then it also paints a picture say the cabal, they have their way. And the whereabouts of the said allegedly intercepted drug no will not be known again. And if that happen, then the international diplomatic community, no, they are looking at the other side and they are likely to have it judged wrongly against the integrity and credibility of Ghana. But what I say? And the here say, yenya the two just say, ya intercept pet. We need to do a thorough investigation and unravel every aspect of it. Every aspect of it. Say free hin a buyer. Why na ye consignee? Why na or ye deben near omo woman no ewo man mu no. Any all the dots now ye becky can see any no. As I say it me Emma a we pay na ye the two public. Na say prosecution po koswa. The prosecution must be public and must be known. Say a real public prosecution, no, the person has been convicted 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, 8 years. And the drug has probably been, bent.
But Obi a we bamboni, I one kakra, sir, within 3 months. Yet to about ye, a buying and this a buying buyer, Abosome me and Sape, yet me and cocaine a Wall Street value of $500 million.
A young one, but a young one so be brave. San say, near Emma, a young one, Madin can baby say, it may appear. So, Ghana is fighting drug trade.
Okay.
Probably on assumption, without admitting, say, na be a koso, and an ayun. But omu ba ye with some trigger of certain intelligence, indeed, omu intercept it. Sort as here, and omu the two public. Now, who intercepting now the two public? Who nye? Ebi okra no a de me famu de a nanka me subscribe to ne say simple omani intercept ya until say why you willing and ready to go to the end of it ube kwa kosi ni form no emfa metudwa tienie pa
metio
esan say wo di betudwa wa create awareness ama wiase nyina ne oman nyina adwene aidebe abaso enu nti ye ba hwe be hunu say ubeko okono akosi ase na wadi nkunim ena wodi batu dwana se ugya no te sese bio nantwi agya nan ani wose na ase no afode a ene wanhwe yi a uman no ankasa no na wodi ne numonyam no etwitwi fom esan se wachi baako mienu miensa enipa ben na yate se yaba omudin a samre yo mgu afiase anaso mugina court anim minim se bono hene as media person
TV.
Very good. Na sa nema nyina ye kan se intercept no enya nkrofo na ye omodia
amamfo dia.
Very good. Enti the credibility of investigation na nkasa no na integrity of it no ne say ya che suspect no womo a womo sa hihia ase na ya che womo na ya che womo no ye ye omo hu hwehwe mo mugina court e big remand. Enti bre bia no attorney general senka otaya press conference yi so hunu oye press conference na wode sa report no so aidebe aka hu bi say ya chiwe wa ha ya chi no Cape Coast kwan so na asomasi wei na ye ne dia na ye de ne police akache narcotic control enso so ayomo examination o ma confirm the value is this enunti no sese ya asomasi no ogina emranim ye de na remand sa ne ma no ene ma okun no esipi na ewie mu die na se ye hunu de na se pada na nkasa keke na da bia ye ka ho asem na ye ma obi adin sa asomasi wei ene ache no na ne counterpart ne ache no na ye dia batu dwa na eya kamia akoyese ye tu mfuturo
na gu Ghana for
ni microphobia ni
right ya che cocaine ni wi a my ya disua kakra kwan ba ne de cocaine no e fa so because you will come 2011 2012 cocaine ye che ye wi a che be dane konkonte na wo police here the phone somewhere omukọ kotom so my lord konkonte no mo de church sa ya chi a mra kwan so no den na say ye process no to say
on say your narcotic control commission I don't know say narcotic control authority and narcoba na say something omo no responsibility say all drug related offenses no omojuma say on be make sure say ya chi a first thing drug issues say cannabis say then heroin ya da nyina no wo chipe faco forensic lab
Okay.
Na fa kofa afidie mu. Na afidie no and test it. Na afidie no confirm or deny the status of it. Se afidie no confirm say ampa eye sebio wi anase ye cocaine eno no ye man special parcel ye wrap no ne a label no ye label no wi a ye wo exhibit store a wo police for akachi na exhibit store no safwa ye de be eda no na dia kwakoto ho label ni bibia abo ho including the name of the suspect.
Okay.
The place of arrest, date of arrest. This all of this information must be on the labeler about suspected drug noir. A forensic no. Na forensic na confirm. Se forensic lab confirm wie se ampa this substance afraid the any suspected beam confirmed. And ye treat no as exhibit. And because a drug related high profile, systems and ye de bo ho ban. Enti sa label ni nyama we ni nyina no seal ni ade nyina no wo kra no police ni ade na wo ye no. Wo hihye gloves to make sure say o finger impressions en ka ho na nsese no. Na fe ye wie bibia no a ye seal di ato ho. Ye court mpo a sometimes it's just the report and they be ko akokire probably with sample. Unkukura di mu ni nyina anya de be enfanko. Enti process no prosecution ni ade nyina beko with all the necessary evidences and witnesses and people involved no si ewie asem no a then the nation as a country no need to decide say bia ya confiscate ya de beto forever and I say ya beko akosai no ya be hye no na ya be ni bibia etisa. That is at the discretion of the country, the authority that are in charge. So what I say, enti unya chi sa de no first thing and say obeko no akọ confirming the status or the authenticity of it as alleged. Enti say eda hwa che na se wa anya sa nhyehyeye nyina na fe busumi nsia ene afi ekotwam a wa nhwe ya eno na obeko no na obi di isam
akosha na mu
akwakoto ho na de kodi eno a okofa eno anka ya suspect eno na de be eni ho nti wan hwe a obeko akofa sample sa wo de ko akoye test no akọ nya approval na say to confirm or deny it no nya ka cho say ade no enye bia.
Okay.
So until initial steps no you must ensure say wa confirm say ade no eye bia. That is the first step to take. And sample na nipa no a wachi no no obebo no charge kwadu because obo no kwadu no a obo no kwadu wo the lawful offense.
Okay.
So as codified in our Criminal Offences Act, no. But what I say, and no, the born charge say you are charged with offense of
ABCD.
Possessing this.
Right.
This.
Ask a quick answer to Japa. Richard Japa. Kwanya offer so away nejuma. When him say Mampai Mahama appointed no, a man appointment. But Kwanya ne so faswa. Why in the Jumana? Because Nanu ya Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia ni ADC ni fie na ye show no better join your Facebook live Asaasepa 107.3 join your Facebook live sisi ya ubeto ma comment aba ya beje be na fe ya kenkan e dia ma me nim se we national security force soldiers for e bia kata manim ene so mo bowura ho kwan ya japa faso o ye na djuma okrum ha no sa emra kwan so.
Well, I think say say o ya hwe yi ese o ya hwe yi 107.3 o my Ghana no ye de mra na ye adwuma se ni amekan ye ni amehu ye wo ADC ni fie se sa no mo koye ya. Let me be very blunt, a criminal
de japa koye
no mo koye wo ho no a criminal in a sense say obia ni fie eye ne premises a wo bawura ho no no se wo ko ho conduct search no akọ court akọje search warrant and answer arrest warrant any warrant be ekuta wa the warrant itself enjoins you wa wo ko execute warrant no e hye wo se wo kwa follow the right rules and the laws and the procedures e kwan pa na ese o de be ufa so enti warrant na e de ma wo no ya fa ma se fa hye obotom ne ko ye de ma se wuduru ba bi a wo koye adwuma no a yi
na fa kire se tumi we ni
kitame enye se wo de kire mpo read the content of warrant ne kire nipa no ana fama no no kan say court na am tumi say me monwura ofie de nti aye ba ne say ye nya ne ntie say ebi akotwa nwoma bi a ense se ye kan e na wo de abegu fie ha wo de ma nkwara kan enu nti na ye ba enti onya kan wie pe the moment ono wa kan no that becomes enforceable on him or her say ono so pene so
na mukoye mu search no
na mukoye niamoye enti under no circumstances ena se nipa ne nifia ese ubu nipono nani na wo ye dia obeye wo wia epono na ubu ani no wontime mfixe at that moment enti was also exposing nipa no to more risk and vulnerability enti yemfa ne se ADC sabi e bi oni nkrofo bi wa asem anamanfo bi mpo e trail no ena mukoye sa operation we wie no mugya ho ne tipa mukoye
na nipa no so
ena nkrofo no so nya hint no mo so bowura mu ena mko ransake no mu wie no mu twaja to fie ho ena fie ne hye ya enka ye kochi national security for anase ye kochi hwafo and the fact say mrakuta ukuta warrant now we adwuma does not necessarily also give you the authority to break the laws ede na bebam Edison were still serving police officer say IGP freno se sia se ohia no a obenya no in fact national security can invite him
right ma men check Ghana for bi kakra me fom so na de acha me ye ka Edison no a bambonia mine ana aban no yi no ma say woni Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na wo no ho ban yes anete
sabepe edi camp sabepe
that means IGP wo ho kwan so betima invite no
police ni sesi amino kan so oda so ye police ni we ye superintendent of police enti IGP ye wura munyanfo Christian Toto ye honyo betimi afre no so hono ye hono betimi afre no na say director of operations
na the radio exercise
CID betimi invite no come friend say national security coordinator ono so ye police ni pani betimi invite no na mo ko ni fia mo kire no why police ni oni right bia so obeka say mo de warrant aba no obe refuse mo or refuse mo you then go and take the one that will give you authority say mo be execute with force
okay
no ma break into a fear hono mo enti yan hye niam bi nso menua jakpa mesre no hwe media the other bia me kan say political power na ye di ye adwuma no yan hwe ni ye papa na watwe awie ye weekend minya very good opportunity shia opani pa bia me boni din kire wa e bia be shock you say me ko shia no you can't omo ye colossal of politics in this country omo na start here so tiase enso so some penifo no omo ne other side left and right omo ka bom etonsa edidi so tiase endi se nyame wa dom ne ya mautumi bi se fa ya adwuma bi ebo oman no national security institution no a ye no yie manenya fe manenya kono na ye ma wa baso se asuma si adwuma wo die yi die mfumso bi anye debe eni ho esan se omanya ye timui bono hene sesei omampani akufo adokura mpo ebre bi so na se ye de ni kogina mra nimu a he's not above the law neither did the ADC above the law your friends the Bank of Ghana he's not above the law meti hey
but yani bambo mu yani pan bi obetima call jakpa to order
the only person obetima afre jakpa to order eye ono ane boss so hunu ono ane boss jakpa na ne boss a oye deputy commissioner of police ono asan so eye national security coordinator Yura Abdul Razak ono na migidi say obetima call it jakpa to order because it's about 3 occasions
but it seems yamano open space too much yamano kwan ma na
bia nema ni bi ho akoya obewie no Now the penny no have to call and say apology. Which in my view, and yet papa, said Juma Yasma, so what yes is ye. Yasma said Koya Juma be your baby. Now Koya we na say, what you as a sort of fre, no patcha one. That is a Juma Koya no. And from soy the bay, ever. So Koya and Pepe, or Frau Becca say, oh, Mira, where the other was simple say, what cooperating with us. Na ye Koya ni me be say mra kwan so no ye baby bia pepepe na ohuan kodim na ye nso ye ho anko basem esan say se wan hwe ye na utia obi enan so kakra bi na chi a obetwa o man no damage o edisi no ne fi odom koye no obetima su o man no atwa o man no damages a obebbo o man no ka frumfram esan say mo say na pono atutu ne nyoma aransake bibia nso a moye no amofin say mokoye no say exhibit ko ne evidence to amokope no monsa kan say monsa ankan. There's no any statement to state or confirm or deny ni amokoye no enti me nua no jakpa babi owo bia no empanifo enti ane na so enema ni bi oho no ma onhwe yi a with the political power and the exuberance na attached to it no we abeya no a bedroom rebi no na wonom kura no a o fight ama o hu se wo ye adwuma no on be hu se you are stepping beyond your limits and yes so slow down and your mind na nyina echichire ebire bi bibisi ye na mene ye minority leader ya menua pani apenyo marking na me tia na so me sending a message no reply I catch them playing say ye echichire o man and I took a great lesson from Asema Okyere and say we are building a nation. It means NDC, MPP, you know, all of these groups, you know, beyond them, you know, is Ghana. And Yamma Ghana, and who don't know, and Tnayemu. Now Ghana who don't Tnayemu dia. What it means is that Ghana ni babia mihunwa, mihunu se minuya. Enunti se ma ban NDC number power na se yasoma me se me nko ni fie nko di djuma bia me mfa ne se me kwa me amnua ho e na ko di djuma fa dwene ene nimude eto ho na tu anamon no enye fe esan se ye de mra e na ye adwuma enti dia meka ne se yewura yenua pani deputy commissioner of police mesrew bebrebe babia yenua jakpa eye na dwuma no ekeka kɔ no mesrew bomodia na draw ne attention say on slow down kakra na afei emra kwan bia no amonfa so aye mo dwuma no ye ne mo ya adwene se monfa mra kwan so enye adwuma na enye fe na nhihye Ghana na se biribia to chima obia ni wa wote Ghana oburo Ghana mra so se wa ye mfomso obi ne yebeka se chinchini a ye mane mfa ne hunni ewo mfomso a waye no ho ese se yetimi mamra no eye adwuma
okay
and this yensa kan warrant no a na yese execute warrant no a yenya no senia emra no echire
right someone na Appiah meda se balance na mejo am akoye hwe flight wiem shame you no a ebesi ye ene nsam a etwe ho hia mampan John Dramani Mahama ma directive say intelligent institutions ahodo ai wo Ghana omon frɛ Reverend Intim Fodro na omon hwɛ na ne nsɛm a wo ka no mfa dance die mra yanka bia nhyem na Felisofo akyeba abonte no betu dwa sɛ nsɛm na wo ka no no krebia enim menim so wadi akyira bambo mu no sɛ na Ghana fo omon mfa ne mfa
in the first place ene na mathunu krata bi sɛ omampani terminate appointment of I think the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Yeah.
Openi odano no. Mate say Ghana Airport Company. Say we obi nso odano ho. Ono nso da so te wo ye adwuma. Say o da so te wo ye adwuma, eso mampani yi nadi. Na nia wa yi nadi no nso no. Enye so yi nadi nko. Ese se wo mu bisa wo mu nsem. It is not the duty of Felis Kwachi Ofosu to come and tell Ghanaians say airport to honor no plane you no buy omo ba adwuma mbe ye ni ba ko tie be paye ba ko be change oil ba ko be lu e be refuel well ye any ada San Crawford ye in charge of the civil aviation Ghana Civil Aviation Authority any Ghana Airport Company no san nipa we imi no omo e no mo di o man no hwamo esan say plane bia e be landi wo man Ghana mu ha say no they seek permit and they tell the purpose of them coming to land. And this will be 24 hours. Now, Obi abetima be 5 days. Obi abetima be more than 1 week. Now, you have statements, you have communication to tell the country and the nation, say, you allow these 2 aircraft to this country. Your tarmac normal be used for this and that purposes. Until, say, the ranking member, ako raise, alarm. Now, what you minor genesis so. And sana government spokesperson ononso enye se bia onya any credible information ye trotro bibi man and ononso edo to Ghana for anim ekokan ye enti nsam na ye nua Felix Kwachi for suko kan no he did that because there was intense pressure on him. He need to say something, otherwise aban na nimu ye debei egu ase enti na so gather courage ni momentum no tro bibi to krata so no betina no defend. Professionally, it is wrong. And in security-wise, they have exposed the country big time to the extent they say.
You can't say Oma exposed the country in a patch saying.
Oma no Atumpan.
Why?
Oma no ako dim pempen so business says sa playing belandi wa mayimu. And I see one na be explosion.
Bomb ne gumu a.
Bibi gumu na boom. And airport no nyina be won se jadamu a. Enu nanke ye be frɛ ye nua kwache ofosu sɛ ɔmɛka nkyere Ghana fo after the plane no nyina adi party corner na enti obi anya na adwuma yie so hono ye were technicians and engineers a ɔmo wɔ hɔ no mo a ye frɛ bibi manifest.
Okay,
plane ebe lande it is a vessel ebe lande or port. The manifest will tell the content of the plane and the quantity. The same applies to vessels at the port. The manifest tells the items and the quantity of whatever is on board the vessel. Enti plane ebe lande ye no, na ne manifest no eye den. Any manifest ba ne tie ne pie ye, ena obe sesan tie. Ena ne ba konsu ni fuel short ye, ena obe refuel ye. Enti yam bother to know say enema egumu no, is it risky for us to allow? Does it meet the standardized requirements? Nunti won't mean landi or other country name Ghana do bet ma belandi wa ha abe any services now kwa na no belandi ya na obe yes services no report to ben na omodi ma oman no edima national security and BNI because they are omunya regular patronage of the airport.
And to be yano anya Felix.
And to be yano anya no. I know they let me be very blunt. I don't fault him. I only fault him saying Obaki kan no. It doesn't make any technical and security sense. Because now he's under intense
bambo
no. The Obaki kan no dia na eseso kan bibi keke. And Obaki kan but one more eseso omo kasa ema etasumu na convincing ye no. Omo ne nkrofo no a technically omo that expertise at the airport to hold my idea and they fail to communicate to us. And it say ye renting for Joasim Obeka no. Say no cram pam pa and ebia plane na ba abe transaction na wie na okọ. Ansa na ye beti na ye behu na. E kire say o man no. Ya nhwe yi a baby agina nye. Na me blame sa omo ye authority wo ho ne airport company. Na me blame so say udu airport a ye wo national security intelligence officers e wo ho. Ah say ye pe wa chew. Na say ye hu say wu dwane a udu airport wo pe ye dey stop ya alert ato ho. Ye be choose sisi a. Enti sa for no nyina no airport ho no to make sure say no terrorists will take us by surprise.
Okay.
Enti senka plane be lande ye no and a contraband egumu and edi 5 days 2 days 24 hours esi ho no and e ja tom and a airport no ahia na nka pay the government spokesperson and your friend say o me my communication
Okay.
And it is wrong. And the South no, that's what president, that's what fire omun and all my investigations. Many can say, young Reverend Tim, now on security ho, no funny evidence in no. In my candid opinion, and with all due respect to the president, that will not be the approach to solve the problem.
Approaching it then quickly, I mean,
the approach is that there has been a big security lapses at the airport, and say, oh my, yen to me and money yen to me supino under the carpet. And yen commission to me and pay me count baby.
Commission of Inquiry.
Yen fact commission of inquiry income. Now one of my aviation authority near airport company holidays and no may you
okay.
Yeah, I fear the comprehensive report I had about Tuja. And the bachelor say, yeah, is serious say on mine.
Man, I say someone and Appiah for your time. Shannon Swami say me have brought you honorable Michael Kofi Okyere Baafi I join the Mrs. Yamiba. But I'm being cautious here. Me have brought Michael Okyere Baafi atrase. Me manager ne yenin komo national issues. Honorable Mamuajo, Bibi Abakode.
Ya dokuna o, ya me adom mira na we.
Nya me dia fami, me so adwan de doso.
Uni about such how.
Me gene so.
Ya na me wo on the hoga kan.
Ma Cynthia.
Nti enko na etwen ekwachi.
Nya me tia se. Ghana so dase, MPP for so dase pa, me say uye adwuma so no pa koso na bo adwuma. Na no ma kosa yin.
So far the nya me adom bibi akoso boko, we say on mine na emu aye stars kakra but who say said the be americano no omo buy nche afi na omo de omo budget aba NDC for de omo budget aba afi na omo fiase eye adwuma omo de omo musika ye adwuma enti ye be se hwom kakra na ye hwom kakra enkyere se ye betra se din hu se de bia mpese Ghana 40 ase omo a ya omo friend omo ka se etu elia be kasa no me pese hu se ye yanka obi yanka
okay.
Na pa hon so ada ben bi oni beka see asem no say yen yanka obi yanka ye na Ghana fo ato aba mayen say yen so yenyira emahye bedwam na yen tetren edom a omodoso no nti edom bebrebe fo no omo yen dom kuma fo de o say ye tetren hom na ye sa tetren aban no saban ne kobonia yen yanka obi yanka nti sometimes no I was so motiase ebi nema babeto so oni opani eka ho asem yi sebika frache anka yen ho asem we anka ho asema anka obi akra nim se bibi sa siye Ghana 40 wono obi Ghana for about 90% or 95% of Ghanaians no munim say
flight to be able
plane be fee baby no we can't take grand event saying can everything get the name of the country today Grand Canary. A lot of people don't even have any knowledge about that island. But island we say it was Spain. And the makese Kosovo.
No ma better Kosovo.
And the makese almost fraternity no more to the American say. My say yang be a no sometimes people may not understand us, but it is in the interest of the country. Example, the issue of vetting committee as here. Ntokwa kakra bae na botimi wakame kakra bae no esi ye no minim se esi ye no hu se Ghana fo bebre hon ma omo se anna ye kuntokwa anna we yesi ana me ka kire nkrofo no se ga yenso ya anye sa na nke gya hokọ ya anka onobo okuyi to blakwa anka enwumre na anke vete no ka Ghana fo ente krada ehuda enfomasum da se baby Accra High and Airport Hills obi on ye dwuma wa ban mu na so nyes kan papa was a bonio or this kind of na avideo sis ahonya na dia nti bibi wo ya sometimes I am nti ase yakra and ne asem da ho am person dey ifiase
right quickly you hear cocaine ahodo and this aban betena kunwa so yet me intercept ewo man street value $500 million Cape Coast na $350 million
that's right
second D $150 million one waka.
One wapa. Abai bi buy. See, so what a lot of political watchers and social commentators almost bisa normal can and they say yes sa afo we almost share cocaine na eba o main hoye echi no almost the musica boa NDC election man na and NDC for winning power sa for no want main ministers sa for no want main chief executive officers and the only thing I say ye mom kwan am want be the omondo boni na afa Ghana akọ baby fufro. So most importantly, when you these questions, you know, I bisano are very important. But question back here pa I was see bisano say, ye the side the body where ye who say Appiah or Kepkus, Appiah or secondly, obi ananko person or contest election or contest election cry the who boom no sign do bonino ka o many man fiako.
Okay.
Asamba ko
say enti nyekira ya kire no no hia
bebre mi say no cause endubone no ye de ba who say no endubone no o mahoro bebre but ya no den pa no eni cocaine eni heroin won de ntia Ghana for boys ni bia omonom friend saying red na omonom yi omonom super omode super glue ne eniema ene tramadol ene blue ne eniema enye say pese like baby fro the pese omuti do cocaine level no what's that onum wi na wi ni so boy ma
on be graduate
the wi ni so ma the wi no wo de fa o ye dwa he and your pede everything ama na dwen no hu say abom na hu say otwa obi the person of feel na no and normal wi no ntimi ma ni ndu sa level no enti eno no so this girl back to cocaine na everything dey do ho no cocaine ase a friend no cocaine ase no on friend say referee como di me de free cocaine ase no eno on ntimi to enti di obeti ato no ene sa dia menko moscation menko to red na imariko de sa edrobonia abagana enti o si ebile se cocaine no tell me abesay enkrofo ana say de ko amonone but between me no answer no nyagopo no say miru na enim bi answer no wo
answer na yeda yin
answer no de entimi nka woni pam yenim ba
say enko yemfa nko yenhye no
Ghana abedani who say cocaine business no a transnational business
of course
and yes oman no in the Ghana ebe first transit point kakrem ne betra Ghana for hin e to cocaine anom between todom kakrem ne betra but ye the far omunya easy access to radoma it be ko be on person contem menim say wunim say baby a wonu say Ghana echo South America very short pa fi Ghana ha straight flight to South America from Ghana echo Brazil direct flight from Ghana echo Brazil and Mexico direct flight embro 6 hours se plane no esi Ghana ha ne ye kwa ayi so an be 6 hours or 7 you do but so ko Brazil na go for US normally ho na also far because you need straight flight bia echo fi ha ko Brazil and never che it so to be the cocaine to be rad ma it be contem baby a person call ma enti eno kan bi na masoma me bisa say sa cocaine no mo hyase ano mo hyakire no sa for no omo boa NDC wo election mu ana na omo mpe ministers omo mpe CEOs enti edu say omo so say aban ne boa mo enti aban no ehye da dundum airport Emma lights echo of airport Emma nkofo to be near man
and as a dum light airport
hey that's it say when we do so AC airport that time na med plane ambulance plane a sita macrosono plane call off light call off for airport the whole kutka call off for a period masa nyen kola me si Ghana ha na e wono yen kola okrum ha bibia ekoso bia nim and we will not allow NDC to have their way. This government, we are praying for them to succeed. Me catch say, me a politician, but me say Ghana ni, and the Ghana mami swibi. And the empire me boni na say o man penny mahama on the team no be succeed. but enkyerɛ nema enye no omo maban no mo ntimi nka yen so yenka yen no de ntimi nka na mawiase cause the omo ya enye no yen wo ho say yen so yen crofo ato abama yen say yen so meka.
Of course.
Until we are there to check them, and that's exactly what we are doing. So they should not be worried. The major function of the position in parliament and in governance, and they say put you on your toes for you to do the right thing. So that if you are not working well, you can't make promise. Say, say, maybe you have to declare state of emergency. Now we are banning all small scale mining out of this country. You say now by power. Also, would the one declare state of emergency. Now can you day? Now can you day? Okay, say the powers of the state, is vested in the president. It's an executive authority. I vested in the executive president of the state. Now, person said what you said, no presuppose said. So dependent be now obey no. Now by no. So these are the things that the reason why we are here to check them. Send no bonny way, question I was here bisano. Traha neko obiem bisano. Now two, the second question. Here obiem bisano, some nan yeka say omo mushe chire no, omo yehwan. Omo yenkrofo a omo boy NDC our elections mu. And I do say almost some bomb in the money fa Irahana.
ABC and people for ya na mo ye na mo person mo tarnish the image of.
Yeah, me say go am me come as me catch us me politician me no. Me a politician of principle. And I'm say me very I don't want to hurt people. Me know what relationship up. So of course catch madam for no. But of course catch with the massive we also me catch you play. You see communication, there's a lot of gaps. See, I don't know why they don't believe assembly. And again, and then we are saying about you didn't draw, and they might be saying, and the technology, we have gotten to the stage that technology, we've got maybe an advanced stage in technology. And once a person who airplane be a seat tamako Sierra, if you ever call Ghana Civil Aviation,
you can track
it. Very simple. Just enter the tail number. Aircraft in question two aircraft. One some near count. 2 aircraft no. Any back be any sing channel. You say back what no. Ubon the tail number no high. That aircraft no has been inactive for the past 3 months. And the aircraft dam it's even the whole. It's even. No, these are things that, and when we say this, many opening because as I'm supposed to see, na offer the keto say offer the keto say, o say aircraft way turn the money and say, you track your boy and number no, number ne say, sa aircraft no 3 months into that is vacuum. Every air ambulance be by the operation, air ambulance, it's ambulance, air ambulance, it's ambulance. One ambulance are ye luggage gumda ambulance. Car ambulance are President Kufuor toto bebre no. Ubi ambulance ma ambulance no. Who say nkofo nima any bags. No, just let the people say yes is here to ourselves. Ambulance, air ambulance. Either some almost transported human organ. To say be a obi pay transplant, e be a kidney and a liver. You transported organ aba. And I say obi yare no ndakuni wu. And your neighbor will say your neighbor now say the bag. Madam for me or say sorry, omo deliverance na go hobi kuta ntoma omo de katakata ma no na other for say ye tu humfia o se ko yekuma de be
by Ghana Airport Company at the Kratabia Basia.
Na kadena ko biaka.
Omasima mo kanyina ne setia wa. Omoso mo mfa information bia e ma Reverend in team for draw. Again, salu premier nu a ye ka ho asem no, enye Ghana Airport Company. Ena e ma ho kwan e permit malupre ejina. Civil Aviation for Authority and National Security for enti enye omo. Again, omo kan ne say omo conduct check aviation for the national security for and omo say no maboni bia ni salu premier nu a yesusu say no maboni ewo mu enti obi ntimi nyina ba bi nka sɛ na no mabɔne bi ɛwɔ mu ɛno age managing director Yvonne Nana free year say on information biya Emma Reverend Intim Fojo na de omde twa to ne say amanfo okoso ekeka san nsem no anokure bia enimu a ombeteki legal path against
they should take the legal path down as over don't find nyina ka ho they because Reverend Intim Fojo me offense mate no we're in the same corner parliament.
I won't take legal path.
May say legal path, they should take it and add us the whole minority caucus on fine count.
And I'm more evidence. Yeah,
you don't need the big county as yara. Yeah, here evidence. Now, I got an airport for them. A semi fracture. I'm saying Kolakolana. And I'm a crocodile young. I said, I'm on Patom Kachen. Mira. Do they need to give us information? Say because French, young school, you don't want school. Reverend Tim for your uncle school. Oko presec, legal presec, oko university. Catching it until when the put being caught. Just say you have to just go to the website of it, track it. Track aeroplane. Do I need Ghana Civil Aviation and I say Ghana Airport to give you information before I make us
you can easily track it.
But
more evidence be a chance and I be womu Ghana for any man.
Me say to you, say what the father say, what the menka say you, but father say what the any evidence. Any eka. The response I go for the man. Onya show say be what the father say evidence be what the father say evidence be any ho. Tio, o say plain no. One, if we Grand Canadian and Eba Ghana, and Eba Ghana no, edu, and Eba Siko,
Rwanda,
and Echo Angola, sorry, here was Rwanda Airport, and I was some yet such be, but almost a certification too, so they have to now come to Ghana, yes sir. To Ombedu Ghana, when they had an emergency, Ombedu Ghana, they have to just stop and refuel. No, almost any problem with their ties. No more repair. Yes, I tell you. It's sana I'll catch you. And like the plane on Neku baby. One now can you? What's the plane? Neku baby. And they do Ghana no any emergency. And you know,
according to Felix of yeah.
And a plane and the emergency. I'm not more repair at New Year. I'm not maybe a Koran to us uncle. More repair ye. I'm not to us. And as I call back.
Okay, because now come baby.
Massa, just say you collect to go. They toss be no. Can plane say must say plane no. Say Ghana Airport hano. Yes, standard no. Yet say airport be we here. The biggest airport in the world now, Atlanta Airport, biggest airport. Airport a busy pa. Atlanta, but say Dubai take it over. Ghana Civil Aviation and Ghana Airport standards no ho enti se aeroplane bia ba Ghana ebe ye djuma ne nya problem a yen Ghana Civil Aviation Ghana Airport for omo competent engineers
betimi
omo certification international certification beti handle situation no two ties fire omo ties beti to ha e de ahye international standard enti atema no obuka che no ambulance air ambulance ye the ties gum. Get a ties go. Oh, Baza. Miss Yankola. The phone person will train in Yankola. We crack you say, my company watching. Company no, but because you are not supposed to carry cargo. Either you carry a patient or problem. And I say you are
kidney being and
not human organ. Now, and the other also go for cargo. But a ambulance. Yankola. And they may say, where can I just be womb? Why are they hiding? Okay, play now, must say Ghana Hano. In Ghana Hano, and that's why. I'm playing Ghana. 3 months, yes, playing to that. And that's why. Share this people. They think we are small boys. You engineers, competent aeronautic engineers, aircraft engineers are almost solid, almost certification.
And the most suspect Bibiana.
There's suspicion nobody can stop us from. Because me coffee say yes, I'm suspected. Me I'm a suspect, baby. Because for me, like what they are saying doesn't make sense to me. And are they up? And this is 4% which say, Omo no mu nyansa na yina Ghana for yina nyansa. Nti yom beka no ye de kra ye de ne. Ah, okay, say sasem we mira. Asem we ka amana ke kan say ya. Ghana airport for go issue statement.
Debbie.
So Ghana airport for statement do issue we no. I just say something has happened. No more issue statement no. Oh, I just say also they are review reputations.
No, probably be an man for a case, a be on a briefy and I'm feedy Reverend Tim for Joe with information.
You don't need you see Reverend Tim for Joe. What's the evidence and rap? The second part of the evidence of not China. The third part of the next week. Second part of China. Ning evidence no on confirm baby or something in our laptop, for our phone. Yanko tracker so. But say, but we number ho. Of
course, but so we could track and so now we track it plane where I buy and one. And my who specific and normal ne what
and ne man as near here. And ne money is suspicion.
Okay.
And ne money yet so see wrong as my cano. And ne man it's alleged to say we will. It's alleged say we will. But and here at this time, what is important here? Inconsistencies.
Baby, I will say plain if I
play no say if I say and yet. What's the plane you say and yet? What's it play no? I go find engineers. Plane I engineers about aircraft hub no. Company aircraft hub is in London. But plane no if you Grand Canary want to about Ghana. Airba no. Plane air ambulance. I know ordinary plane and phone number. Normally air ambulances I don't buy. What kind of behavior is this? I mean, there's so much inconsistency. Actually, I said there's something wrong somewhere. And we are so much convinced, beyond every reasonable doubt, that Nkofono Heidi Bibi. Set up a commission of inquiry.
Because of inconsistency.
Yes. Oko court. Nasa lawyer. Or so or ma wasem air phone or put 2 questions. So the question will be answer no. Who answer question no ha na ba kuru to judge ebuasem no. Also tension the file, yeah tension to file court. Court into o kwan say also follow ya no. Tension file say king. Na say because fa can kwa asem be to do prison. You may be innocent but you can still go to jail. Maximum baby can say as it stands now the statement ya babonti nyina said there's something wrong somewhere. Just a what was said as on kabi. Karako nyame we Christoni. We Christoni karako. Don't you see say bibi bon. No be very sincere.
But there inconsistency no na me.
Me think I just bibi bon. That's the point I'm making. Because who say adi we who say na ye. You go check here anyesa. Who think of no omni certification. Ewo Luanda airport. You check here no they have certification. Asem na abdo kan.
Ntina then na odca.
And because everybody can ask legitimate questions and those questions must be answered. You cannot pretend to relegate those questions to the background or underrate the kind of questions.
But Ghana Airport Company say money or free because somebody
Ghana Airport for no you fi airport no dia airport no
embassy o
na the be make say motia krom ye ko yinko ya make kire o ukọ motia krom now see ukọ yinko ya se ka fracture sabe beni wanima now ye kwasea say motia no omo no yinko ya ifo kese. In the land of the dwarf, you don't go there to proclaim to be the best magician. They will cry, "I win a bar." To Madame was to sunshine cry, "I win a bar."
Atumpan 107.3.
Right, young for a tour US for a diabeto Ghana for so 10%. Impact in your day, a saying if we hit a buy and the implications in your day.
Yo, Mira, as some way, a hard dream power. But me pesa ye hwe ni say wahu aye adia o mampani Trump Donald Trump or call campaign no o ka cha America forces or no nya chance o be pe American interest o be secure American interest na bibi obe American first so the interest they say o be America for ni mo lose over the period no or the omo de nyina be ma and a benefit also munya as a man no omunya the campaign yeah no
okay
me set the right party to be nyane yen conservative party for ye support them and the campaign no yeah no and no win elections no to man no win elections no and no campaign promise on to say binum a omo opposition no omo say omo ba omo the AI ever solve guarantee problems obi mo also omo ba omo they will declare state of emergency. As a matter of fact, they will ban all illegal mining and small scale mining in this country. But win elections, no to be way. Or no, President Donald Trump there on your say now, I did say or say careful and say if we don't handle this well, it will affect us diplomatically.
How?
You see, in international diplomacy, no, America has been so good to us. America for the program by a friend of African Growth and Opportunity Act AGWA in the 2000s. President Kufuor Mreso. Almost on the money only for 5 years. 5 years to no almost at so. Almost the 35 sub-Saharan African countries. The entity say almost say market with China any market is also no. Almost the name of the buy China. Almost the buy at a very cheap price. Okay. American marketer, a very cheap price. You know. Other countries from Africa no, are not able to compete. Meanwhile, African countries also have a capacity to produce things like that, even better than what is coming from China. To America, focus say, okay, let us sign an order. The president has signed an order of an African Growth and Opportunity Act.
Okay.
AGWA no. America for and share the Africa for no yaomo. And you know, say brofum yeka, it was like a concessionary arrangement, an arrangement out of grace. It was ex gratia.
Okay.
Well, because American goods are back Ghana hanging on. Ghana ye young Tory dada 17% tariff no one so. Into this
American no me back Ghana.
Back Ghana the young 70%. But the year they call American market. America for the and share buyer. Your friend African Growth and Opportunity Act AGWA say. Ghana, any 35 African countries, no. To be the name of American market duty free, duty quota free. To be the name of 6,700 plus American market duty free quota free. Meanwhile, you say America, Ghana, America for the name of Ghana, high, 70%. And they've been so good to us.
Let's say,
and you know. All the other now, most of the blocks in the world, you know, they have now started a reciprocity arrangement. Americans' arrangement or agreement with us, no, was non-reciprocity agreement. So it was not based on. But what I say, and UK, as you see, UK, your UK Ghana trade agreement, your European Commission and European Union Ghana trade agreement. So agreement doing now a reciprocity agreement, which means that you have to give me and I have to give you.
Yeah.
But America then non-reciprocity because it means that America has given Ghana a concession arrangement for near 6,700 and over. Brame market, free.
Men your tobia.
But media badia give me 70%. But then near him say, they are that last year, you call AGWA annual meeting in Washington. America gave us indication, said they will renew this agreement. So we're sure. But the man here who say second quarter of the year, you may be here in share no. No, this are the way.
Susan to saying,
and number cano, die. One in Susan did the kind, and they say, now Ghana product that they call Americano, Ebeko Dano, and Medano. First, banana Ghana did him no compete with big markets like China. Our more clouds. Because our company, our country, no, is prepared to subsidize. Now Ghanaian products are a American market. They bob a cocoa heading. That's the meaning.
Wow.
They supposed to be no. Send boy dear. I just say Ghana say you're producing number 10.
Cost of production so because
2 say producing if I say in so when you the American market ye produce 10 no ye nipa 4 na produce nsuo 10 way ye the 10 ko American market na ye kwa na 10 ye nduan ton a na ye to ton 5 ba next time ye kwa ye mfa 10 ko bi o ye beto so
ye tiso that means nipa no so ye adwuma
ye beto so
wow
so it will create unemployment problems in this country that's the meaning
7.3
so this agreement we no sir imposition of 10% tariff no whether we like it or not, it is going to have consequential effect, negative one, on this economy. It will even affect us forex-wise. Because I told you, in your foreign exchange, forex. Forex, you the buy, you a chocolate currency, no? So if we don't get more, what happens? We lose. That's the meaning. So now the city will depreciate because in your money, me say sad way e make it problem be the last one baby catch to e bo hu cry companies be gugu
that means that the edi hu agro no e will cascading effect
a lot show me catch go for a way or radio so say there are 2 types of business people and entrepreneurs. You entrepreneurs are risk freak and you risk averse.
Yeah,
risk freak entrepreneurs, you know, they want to take risk.
They
want to do this, they want to, but risk averse or quanosro. And also the things that she bought, okay, because maybe to be an impo. It is Kafum, you know, yes, it's Kafum, you know. Ghana, Sanko for we are risk freak, I'm a be a humano. If they think that or the human is going to be a schedule. Now or the money call American market, honor go for to pa. A honor mama arrangement a boy with Mineska. Only call and I say, Nimbo bed, the enemy company,
because of Kobe
I'm first carrying now, you see the effect. So we may lose the capacity to have businesses in the country that we can nurture. I bet you take over big businesses tomorrow. Me, I believe in local investment power because whilst we go for more FDIs, Embra country, we pray for more foreign direct investment, Embra, and also to me build the capacity of the local investor so that the local investor, no, a time will come one day be only no say big foreign investors. I want to see investment on Bay Ghana, no. We'll get a local investor to buy them off or to acquire those business. That is what is going to happen. It will create a lot of problems. And that's why here, me, as the ranking member of the Trade Committee or Parliament, me say former Deputy Minister, me say, I will not just say this. Me can say, somebody manuke eka, na me jai to wa, na manka here say. So let me just bring some recommendations. I be boa buying. Na me say abain. They also hear first and say, be say numeri. Abain enfre exporters, no, enfre manufacturers. By this time, the only savior of this economy called Ghana, economy no industrialization. All the first world countries in the world, America, Russia, UK, Japan, China, Canada, they are where they are now because of industrialization, because of value addition. Ghana, the only way out for us is value addition, industrialization. And any who can say, President Mahama on the microphone, omucha 1D, 1F. Tio 1D, 1F, no, it created 157,000 direct and indirect jobs for Ghanaians through 1D, 1F. Through 1D, 1F, we're able to resuscitate businesses that are collapsing. Example, Dago Farms, it was dead.
Yeah.
1D, 1F, sorry, no money. Into 1D, 1F, a boy. Also, 1D, 1F, no one cover policy, also policy, never feed in the industry. Feed the industry. Chabo mama mfanya juma budget no who paid him. Amount. And you know, and the only sector why how Ghana no the real sector. Industrial sector no. The boy pa. So called 24-hour economy no. can only thrive on the rare sector, extractive and industry. Hope maybe I can be a nigga. Oguita Blackwa as a passport office and a 24-hour economy. Ghana for any the passport. I go for Bom Casada and it's for Casada. What a Ghana for? Oh, my work crossing on now passport there. Any pine the passport. And the passport in the BTA. Our 24-hour economy. Now, Papa, we are. It's you are supposed to use it for 5 years or 10 years. And you know, so you're getting a passport this year. Next year, 24 hours, one passport amount.
Right, as former Deputy Trade Minister, ranking member on Trade Committee, Bibi Ohwa, quickly as I buy Yana, Nanka will touch on.
That is what I'm talking about. The first one, American. And they say, government must engage all the exporters and manufacturers now. Now means now. I said, and no fly in the crowd. Government must engage them to give them comfort, to give them hope and assurance. Say, Nema Esino. Say, Yanyahu Bibia, it will create a lot of problem for Ghana. I'm telling you.
107.3.
Because some way, yes, my friend,
but Bibi Ohwa by the bit me ayana.
And I make us say the first point, you know, government must meet the exporters now.
So, omit your man or engage your man or
to give them comfort.
Okay.
Give them comfort, assurance. Say, what say, comfort say about, but yeah, why you be to help you. Some who that to give them comfort. I'm very relaxed. And some what pay solution. Oh, immediately. So obi, I want to say owa sano. Chinese because why you because my your numbers every for the whole year. On said this year obey export and kwabia baby $200 million. And then go for the adiaba.
We could share to 10% or so.
And you know, how am I going to do this? Yeah, that's true. And you know, so people can even collapse their business.
Yeah.
So the first point they say they have to engage them now.
107.3.
Call them for meeting. Give them assurance. Tell them that we are there for you. We want to help. And so let's do it. Two, government. So media. Suggestion. Other countries are doing it. China for year, but you need capacity, no. But I'm just suggesting it. Say, if government have the capacity, only take a chunk of money. Say, we want to absorb that 10% tariff, no, so that you will be free to do the business as if there is no tax.
But Aban was our financial strength.
And make a say the government may not have. But the Americans say other countries that many can say China for creative fund to be able to support their people. Other countries are doing it. So if government have the capacity, and I know they don't have the capacity, but I'm just suggesting to them if they have, they can do that. But they hear power and they say, "I'm buying way." That's the last option for them. They have to take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade. The African Continental Free Trade area, that is the biggest customs union in the world. We are saying your customs union. Yeah, customs union Africa, you know. As so saying even ACP.
Okay.
The biggest customs union in the world. Till concept and say Africans, you know, all the 55 African countries, you know. Duty free, quota free.
Country.
Now, that's the good news. Still. And near America for Etono. If you can know, Tanzania for the same name. So the only way out for us is the African Continental Free Trade. We should create the opportunity and take full advantage of it after. We should take full advantage of after. Make sure, say, Ghana, we have matched exporters to buyers in Tanzania. The President Kufuor oye no binye bida. Kufuor na da Roma. President Kufuor no share Minister of Trade Alan the o say Alan after where the bay mpesi gyan Kufuor so pa. Nti oni nya chance. Then yenye.
Atumpan
Na china no say okay, say na mpesa boye no. President Kufuor say create a secretariat in the whole Africa. Ghana pe any country or African Continental Free Trade. Yes, I want a big national coordination officer yen ye framework ade ye adwuma any action plan ade adwuma na established the who have go be any bi ye on ma kanya afro mu suafi ho President Kufuado ne nsa do adwuma no ebio na Kufuado nyansani na Roma or say after no try as much as possible to do a programmer over the exporters no every Ghana now they are coming be almost ready so on business now no go share in our time no we organize 2 guided trade arrangements guided trade
for exporters
yeah da on person on ko ton ni Tanzania e dem nyina ko Tanzania na Tanzania for so no ton ni ma no ni ushae ene sa ko Kenya ye no na ye ade we e si ho yie no Nebuchadnezzar for the bad and say no on by no national coordination office no omo mo ho na no contact no maternity contract no last week
that means a kwam the exporters no ko nyina ekwa
me say maternity contract no this is a group I actually trinium for that purpose to handle the after for us without African continental freedom what we want to say without an alternative arrangement no, it will be very difficult because all the markets in the world, you know, they are coming to us through reciprocity agreement. So it is a reciprocal arrangement. You give me, I give you.
Yeah.
You want to go to a UK market, you have to provide. And if you want to have a duty-free market, it's only the African continent.
Okay.
In the African continent, you know, yang by force, I will say a ton in my own. And government must intentionally, intentional, create market for exporters in Africa. Say, the African Continental Free Trade Area, no, it has come to stay. The African Continental Free Trade Area, it is an opportunity for Africans, we Africans, to explore Africa and to exploit ourselves. Exploit. It is better for us to exploit ourselves than to allow the white man to come here to exploit us.
Of course.
That's why we don't have a choice. We have to take full advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area so that we're able to get a lot of business for our people. Because the market will lose markets.
But
government have to take up a new responsibility because this one, we don't have a choice. Because the fact of the matter, they say, as at now, no, you lose America. See, Obia only make a plane. Go over you say, oh, President Trump, I can say, no, Agua is dead and gone. Ayira. Agua, no, because when you know Agua, the end September 2025. You say, oh no, we go Agua. But don't put him no. Agua no wo tom Agua. Agua. And they say no, the Owa, over to the gym from Magakra. Any African market. And you know, Ghana, the Minister of Trade must re-strategize. Any a diplomat says something okay. African market is there already. Let's enter the market.
Okay.
And then South Africa for pedocracy into me. And then Namibia for between. Let's force and start selling to Africa. Skadbeka, I mean your home.
May I say, but your take on this? Interior Minister say foreigners Ghana bedin sem hunu illegal mining de keke ka ho no. Ya chi omo a me mfe mu kujira mranim. Ye ni port omo na omo nko omo krom. Asem we bi si osafoma for Aisha one ho asem emo mu twa da pa. Your take on it? Say foreigner bedin sem hunu a ye man nkuno krom. Ana say mamra no eye adwuma ne sorry.
Me say when mu de omo asem am ka bibi no mutiaye.
107.3.
I wish they would be able to do it, but they can't. They're just painting the window. Well, in politics, they find mere window dressing. They are dressing the window. So on my window, then my effect.
So read there no more time.
We're not small boys. They be a catcher or saying, "So, yeah, Masa, what they say, they should prosecute and deport one person." Or they should arrest one person and deport the person as a scapegoat. They are serious. Then they will believe them.
Okay.
And yes, sir, yan yomundi and net or chain yomundi, may say or church. So I say, what the Omkan no to be yet. No, I said, I'm with the AI and the best of
artificial intelligence.
AI. No, I'm best of Galamsey problem. The year more
but some of the river gas go.
Gas way. One river gas, one home. Make or producer now, or lead not to honor the team, make it to me, say. Then I make a choice, say. Yeah, over to me do. Sorry, river gas, over to me do, say, Pia, Bakusi, Usawi, who pays the water for you. Make me
river gas, no.
Now the one more, I'm a good football every match, every line on map. And I'm saying, ye will have grounds, I don't buy. Ye can't come to become mammy night. Walk of 107.3. I'm going to say, make 22. I actually AC 22. Say, this is how they can do it. Share, and go forward with the one. Odo say one way. Udi pia ba.
O finger le keke.
Yes, we. Udi pia. We over to we.
Obi wa show.
Now soda for abodie for kroko. You don't to form.
That means a fight against Galamsey. We are not serious as a country.
It's a concerted effort. And yet NDC near pay as someone account. Anytime because the NDC for no, they got it wrong. Well, never no make a lot of promises to Ghanaians. No one to be nye. Asem we nyina asem o. Masa Galamsey asem no. Me my guy say I'm going to be a senior advocate for Galamsey. I'm going to be a senior advocate from next week. Mr. Timmy rounds may call across the country. And you will see Galamsey sites in Kofor Senyama, Ayenema Seno. A lot is happening. Now, NDC for no creative impression, Emma Ghana for say, Omo bag, Galamsey, no best problem. No, one jet, Sam Jata George, Ojano, or relax it. No one can say, me. I mean, the president has the power to do this. The president has executive power. He can just say this and it happen. Okay, ain't me and can happen. What about you? You power. You 3 months in it. Say it now and let it happen.
Okay.
What kind of behavior is that?
May I say, Honorable Michael Kofi Okyere Baafi, Miami Brapanyi, MP for New Job in South, former Deputy Trade and Industry Minister, ranking member on Trade Committee for coming. Nami Nyokesi and Lenny Ray.
MashaAllah.
We know within.
I trust in Akasi and Common Executive Producers. Nana Wotu Jando, Emmanuel Heme, Akokraba Nyako, Abronoma, Appiah Sarah Jenny. Secretary Carman on duty, Emmanuel Jacko, God bless you. And Patron Sonia Dajiti and Hey, Yaminyo Kase, Onyufra Dumun Quadumo. Vidia the Bono Hinabafo. Yami ya tume da wachana ya besi eshia. Me patro de ye.